Hey everybody, happy Monday and welcome back. Hey, I wanted to make a quick video. Watched a video this morning about this guy, Karl Bushby, and I don't know if how many of you have heard of him or whatever, but anyway, it's interesting because the guy has spent the last 28 years since 1998 walking around the world. And the interesting thing about that is when you look at a person's life like that, is that, obviously he doesn't have a girlfriend, he doesn't have kids, he doesn't have a house. He's pretty much devoted his entire life from, I guess it would be, he's about the same age as me, in his mid 50s. And, you know, ultimately, he spent his entire adult life, since his, mid to late 20s, um, walking around the world, swimming across parts water that way. So, you know, my point is, and I'll put a link to the report. I think it was a ABC report on him, news report, in the link below. But ultimately, I guess the question here is, this is a good example of what is a good life. What is a good life lived? Um, and I'm just being real here because ultimately that varies dramatically for each person. And he is a good example of that. And I say that because, especially in the West and especially in the United States, is that there has been for so many years this cookie cutter concept of, you know, high school, college, meet the girl or boy, career, babies, you know, get your gold watch for 30 or 40 years and retire and buy a big motorhome and travel around and then you die. And you know ultimately, I'll be honest with you, that is almost the exact same uh, uh, like approach that my parents had to life. And that's a lot of people were like that. However, that doesn't make everybody happy. And people are different, and trying to put people into successful or failure because they want to acquiesce to that, I think that's a good question. So ultimately, what is your idea of a good life? I would love to hear in comments below, and discuss this, because ultimately I think it just varies dramatically for each person. So anyway, hope you have a great day. God bless, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.